Greetings, friends. So, the realm of society, the realm of understanding. Where I am, where the social programs imposed by society are, and where my personal space is, where I am in all of this, the answer will be amazing, friends. You won't understand at all, and you won't find yourself at all. You don't exist. What exists, in essence, is your social position. It is fundamentally your ego. It is essentially how you position yourself for society, and society, in reality, ultimately defines you in the end. In order to change this unfavorable position, or somehow deal with the challenges it presents, there are actually a large number of personal growth and other development trainings, such as leadership workshops, communication skills seminars, and emotional intelligence courses currently offered on the market. I'll tell you one thing. Any changes that can happen, the most effective ones, indeed actually occur through internal work. Definitely. In the internal work of a person, with themselves and their thoughts and emotions and their inner reflections, it all starts with an inner smile indeed, first and foremost with a positive mindset, with the correct and harmonious positioning of one's consciousness for oneself. Sometimes you need to shed that garbage and agony and pain, that mess and confusion that already exists in your life. There is absolutely nothing better for this than simply sitting down and relaxing. Of course, it would be great if you had a master nearby who could rid you of all the superficial external dust. Not everyone has this opportunity. So, some people are lucky and can fall under the influence of a real master, who can, with just a couple of snaps, clear away all the trash and dust, dandruff, and you bloom on your own simply because you entered the master's field, and he graciously turned his attention to you. But for the most part, people tend to go through hardships as if dealing with some serious matters. Naturally, they will only reach the ceiling where they can figure things out on their own. Beyond that, where they can't manage by themselves, they will still go to a master. But they will proceed with great care and respect, fully understanding that the current ceiling they have reached is the absolute limit and cannot be surpassed. They are in need of someone who possesses the skills and knowledge to assist them. I suggest going through the thorns. I suggest, friends, not to rush in search of masters. Everything will become clear to you later. Start with yourself. Start by gently directing your attention inward. Observe your breath, and with your breath, go deeply into inner smiles towards your organs, your inner world, various systems within yourself, your connection to the earth, and your connection to the sky. Speak of yourself as a positive phenomenon, and envision yourself this way for yourself. You need to find that soft, fluffy, good, kind smile within yourself, which can at least convey to your cells, to your inner world, the information that, in principle, everything is fine. Let's be friends. Let's smile. Let's move forward. And when this position is essentially and fundamentally mastered, the structure, the negative structure that does not obey your consciousness within you, will become visible and apparent. So no matter how you smile there, no matter what you do, yes, it can turn you into ecstasy. Yes, and you start, but in reality, in this ecstasy, it drains your potential. And you will understand this later. Yes, like everyone who has opened up in the moment here and now. Yes, what happens to them afterwards, how quickly they fade, how quickly their withering occurs, both spiritually and physically. I believe that physics and the spiritual world are indeed very closely connected. I would say as close as it gets. In other words, the body is essentially the living spirit. It is, in essence, the information embedded in the earth. The healthier and more properly functioning the body, the healthier and more properly functioning the information array within it. In other words, everything is correct there. The body reflects everything correctly. And the incoming energies that are loaded into the body, it is very important that they are of positive content. When they are positive, when there are no negative channels, entities of various kinds, parasitic phenomena, we see that a person, generally speaking, in principle, feels quite well. We see that there are no diseases, basically no disorders, meaning the balance is not lost. He can live well in a good, resourceful, balanced state, in comfort and happiness. Yes, of course, this is not some kind of party, right? For a person, an unprepared person, someone who hasn't spent hours, months, years in meditation, working on themselves, trying to free themselves from these constructs that really press and squeeze, and they destroy a person, breaking down mental and physical body. For such a person, it will be unclear why all of this is necessary and the value of these things. That is, it becomes clear when a person has gone through all this experience, these years of meditative practices. Then he doesn't get bored simply being in the here and now, in the present moment, just being here and now. Otherwise, you need a party, because there are a bunch of societal ideas about who you are, how you should move, what is cool and what is not, what you really want and what is boring, what you need and how you need it. In other words, society has already dictated it to you, and you can't be different. You defined yourself and he defined you. You mutually agreed and are floating in the matrix of society's definition of who you are, in a way, ultimately. That's the reason why you find it impossible to live without smoking. Similarly, that's the reason why you find it impossible to live without using drugs. That's why you can't do without parties, fun, and having a great time, and enjoyment and relaxation, how to spend time better in your free time, what cool and interesting thing to do so it wouldn't be, boring, so you can feel it and enjoy it. To fill that radiant black hole that devours these sensations and says more, more, more. And friends, I'm not saying all this because I read it in books. I know all this from my own experience. I smoked, I drank, and I was kind of a little bit dependent on many things. And of course, if you have the ability and comprehensive understanding of how you can process negative content through yourself and express it effectively and efficiently so that it doesn't get stuck in your body, that's absolutely wonderful. And if you can definitely do it, it's an A+. The most important thing is that your psyche and health don't suffer. And in other aspects, of course, you definitely need to be yourself. You need to be who you truly are. One should strive to express oneself as effectively as possible in order to succeed in this world. To truly exist and not merely give the appearance of being, one must embrace authenticity and genuine presence. To truly manifest your intentions and goals in essence, not to try to create an image. That's all. I highly suggest you should absolutely start with our comprehensive 21-day course. It is very effective and in fact was one of my first creations. Yes, the picture quality might not be perfect in some places and the sound might lag a bit, but no one who has taken this course has said anything about not liking it or it not helping them in some way. The course is wonderful. For those who are just starting, for those who want to understand a bit of what I'm talking about, to grasp a bit of the depth and the tools that I've laid out in this course, I highly recommend taking it. Of course, we definitely have other courses that you can explore. They are more expensive and in some ways they are more effective. And I think that only through personal work with oneself, reaching your own limits and boundaries, will you be able to truly appreciate what I give to people in a meaningful way. While you don't have much experience yet, so to speak, flight hours in your own meditation, in your own attempt to delve deep into yourself, to see what exactly you truly represent, shedding the superficial social definition that society has assigned to you, who exactly you are and where exactly you are. In order to shed this facade, to truly rid yourself of it in a meaningful way, you need to genuinely go inward, and effectively, you need to truly get rid of these patterns, and completely. To break free from these patterns, there is one effective and truly powerful method: silence. True non-action, in essence, true no mind, and in reality. The mind offers you thoughts, and you just simply observe them. You can just simply observe the thoughts as they come and go. Emotions offer you a set of various different feelings, and you simply just detach yourself from them and observe what is happening in the body. The body wants something, but you do nothing. And in this state of absolutely doing nothing, truth is simply born. The essence is born, you are born, inherently and fundamentally as the immortal understanding of the principle of the observer, which will absolutely and completely never disappear. The question is whether you are perhaps observing through these eyes, indeed attached with rivets, chakras to this body. As long as you have it in any situation or circumstance that you may encounter, you can express and act. When it is gone, only observation remains, because it is no longer there. And some other mechanisms of the other world, which I believe there is no point in discussing right now, I think, at this moment. So, friends, believe me, the real work on oneself begins in meditation. True dehypnotization from social influence, from the daily, constant defining of you in this matrix, who you are and where your place is, truly happens only through immersion within yourself and the rejection of action and the rejection of thoughts and the rejection of feelings and asceticism. Going through this ascetic practice, understanding how you can truly let go of what you are truly dependent on, and you are dependent on society, you depend on friends, on people, on your close circle, on your distant circle, on what they think of you. This is extremely important at the moment, currently. The higher your social status in society, the more money you generally earn, typically. If you don't have time to delve into yourself and change your social status, because you must, in your busy schedule, take the time to and make an effort to. Because this social glue has such a grip on you that you have to go to work each and every single day. You have to position yourself in this exact lineup every day. I definitely suggest that you spend these 21 days in our course working for an hour or two with me online. Absolutely. But that's not enough, really. You will touch it. You will feel that taste, but it's not enough. The real work is being done through extended and very prolonged periods of truly exhausting internal work. Real deep transformational processes indeed occur through the mechanism of letting go. It is precisely a no, precisely a refusal that gives you freedom. If you can't say no to everything, you will never be free. Such a paradox, but it's true. And friends, meditate with us.